Lights are flashing, doors are slamming. Never know what's real.
Soon, every vampire, every werewolf came spotting. Dusk and crawl, black midnight came spotting. Dusk and crawl, black midnight. Dusk and crawl, black midnight. Dusk and crawl, black midnight.
Clever but incomplete start.
Lights are flashing, doors are slamming. Never know what's real here.
Soon, every vampire, every werewolf came spotting. Dusk and crawl, black midnight came spotting. Dusk and crawl, black midnight. Dusk and crawl, black midnight. Dusk and crawl, black midnight.
Run to me, alright. Run to me, alright. Oh, wow. Run to me, either way. Oh, wow.
Through the stratosphere,
Oh, wow. Run to me, either way. Oh, wow.
through the stratosphere.
Flashing, slamming,
Every werewolf came spotting.
Well, hello, hello everyone, and welcome to another DaraChat. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. No, it's not number, but DaraChat solo is happening. I was gonna have a guest today, but they couldn't make it, and that's okay because I can do it. I can do it because I'm just that good. But it's gonna be a fun time regardless, because once in a while it's nice to do. So I think I did two. I think I did 2 solos last month. Yeah, it's very rare I do that. But then again, I would think for some people it'd be kind of boring. It's like, oh, where's the guest? But it is what it is. But I enjoy being able to do these once in a while, even if a guest can't show or I don't have a guest. Either way, it is what it is, and I enjoy it regardless. So I hope you all had a good. I hope you all are still having a good day today. Some of you it's beginning, and some of you it's still going on, depending. But the point of the matter is, though, is that, of course, yesterday I had to go get my teeth cleaned. You know, you have to go to the dentist and get your stuff done and all that jazz. But no cavities. The important parts right there. It is the most interesting thing when you go into the dentist, like, it's not that bad. It's just need to do work on those. It's my flossing. My flossing still has trouble. I don't do it very often, but I brush my teeth every gosh darn day. So I'm grateful that I don't have any cavities or anything like that. Although, they once in a while they'll be like, "Oh, hey, would you like to get braces?" I'm like, "Yeah, if I had $5K on hand." Because braces are so stinking expensive. Like, it's one of those things where you decide between whether you're going to eat or whether you're going to get braces. And I can still chew with the teeth I have. All right. It's only a small interesting thing when I get my wisdom teeth out, and that was a hoot in itself. All right. I got all 4 of my wisdom teeth pulled out at the same time. Well, okay, not exactly the same time. All right, someone's gonna be like, at the same time. No, not exactly the same time. It was in the same day, It was the same day, like one after the other. I had them pulled. Um, but it was an interesting time. Now, for those who don't know, if you've not gone to the dentist in a while, if you go to get some teeth pulled or root or whatever, they do offer you a few options on how to go about it. You can either take the sedation route, which is they conk you out and they put some stuff in your mouth to keep it open so they get the job done, or, and usually, let's just be honest, sedation costs a lot more. All right, it was like it was like 100 or 200 bucks or something like that. I can't remember the exact amount, but it was a lot. It was a lot of money. It was a lot of money to do sedation. And then there's the more cheaper part. It's called laughing gas. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I got to try some of that laughing gas. I've actually had it twice. I think the other time was. I had to get first time. Well, no, actually, I've had a few times. The first time I believe was my wisdom teeth. The time I had a crown put in, more like a crown tooth, not like silver or gold. And then I think the recent time was I can't remember. It was getting some with my front teeth was getting done. But regardless, I chose that one because it was much cheaper. And to be honest, it wasn't that bad. The only worst part about getting my teeth done in that regard was the Novocaine. All right, they take a needle, they shoot it in areas in your mouth, like ah, ha, ah. I dislike it. I dislike it very much. Where somebody's as the saying goes, where somebody is just taking a sharp needle, putting it in your mouth so it can numb it, so they can work on it, and then you get laughing gas, and then it just all goes away. Just yeah, oh yeah, oh. Now laughing gas for those, it doesn't make you laugh. All right, I don't know why they call it laughing gas. Ha ha ha! I'm laughing. Ha. No, laughing gas is basically just a relaxer. It's more like, I don't know what the technical term is for it, but it's basically a relaxer. So I was relaxed. I felt good. I felt like I was on cloud nine. But as soon as they take you off it, it disappears. Right? Like it's not like some of these medicinal medications they put you on that people can't get addicted to, like hydrocodone, I think is one, and some others. But like, I'm just not that type of person. Because at the end of it, right? At the end of it, I got prescribed a high dosage of ibuprofen, which wasn't bad, and then some hydrocodone, codeine, whatever it was. It had a hold on, I think it was hydrocodone. Let's see. It's codone. No, it was a codone. No, hydrocodone. There we go. Okay. Let's see. I'll share it so people can see what I see. This is the other one they gave me, but I don't know how to spell it, so bear with me on that regard. There we go. Okay, hydrocodone. Hydrocodone is a semi-synthetic opioid classified as a Schedule II controlled substance in the United States, used primarily to treat moderate to severe pain, which, let's be honest, the first time I took it, I was fine. And I probably don't take it one or two more times after that, and I didn't take it anymore because I really didn't need it. It just, like, I was better within a day or so it wasn't that bad. It was still sore. Let's not get that wrong there. It was still sore. Let's see. He's used primarily to treat moderate to severe pain in a combination with homatropine as a cough suppressant, which don't know about that. It functions by activating opioid receptors in the brain and spinal cord to alter pain perception, and typically has an onset action of within 10 to 20 minutes and duration of 40 hours. Well, there you go. All right. Let's see. Common formulations include immediate release tablets combined with acetaminophen, Vicodin, Norco, Lortab, or ibuprofen. Yeah, ibuprofen is what they gave me. Ibuprofen is what they gave me, and ibuprofen, like compared to Tylenol, ibuprofen is just not that bad. But I do know that you can't take ibuprofen on an empty stomach, otherwise it upsets it more. As well as long-acting extended release tablets like Hycler, the common side effects, blah 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 blah. But yeah, that people can get addicted to it, I believe. But all in all, that's what was. That was the other part of what I was taking, and you know, you hear the dangers, right? You hear the dangers about someone gets prescribed something that's to help with the pain, and then it ends up taking them over. Not always, let's remind ourselves that, but a big chunk of time. And that's where your stories about people who are addicted to those things. And that's sort of like where I didn't want to keep taking those sort of things. I only took it when it hurt, and then when it didn't hurt anymore, I was done. And I probably still have plenty of those, but I took them to, like, those drop-ins that they usually, like, police and police police and fire stations usually have, like, once a year or whatever. Like, you just take them in and just, like, drop the drugs. Yeah, that's what I do with them, because I didn't really. I mean, ibuprofen, high dose of ibuprofen, that probably kept, because it's ibuprofen. It's nothing really bad with that. I don't think you can get addicted to ibuprofen, although. Maybe, I'm not sure, but I rarely take ibuprofen that often. But the hydrocodone I took in because I was like, I don't want anything to do with it. My pain is done. My mouth is healed. Hallelujah. I'm done. I don't want anything more to do with it because I didn't want to fall into that. I despise, I despise being tempted to go down that path, and not a lot of people. Not a lot of people are able to get out of it, and that's understandable. But as long as you don't give up, it'll take some work, but I think you'll get there. Same thing with, like, people with, going to AA meetings, right? Like, we used to work at a nonprofit organization, and they would at least have, like, once a month the AA group would come there to, tables galore that have their thing there or whatever and do all this. But it was funny because some of them went outside smoking. And the weirdest thing of that is that it was sort of like they're trading one addiction for another, right? Like, smoking in its own right can become addiction. Let's be honest. Smoking in its own right can become an addiction. But the point of it was that it really, not all of them. All of them, some of them were fine, but it did seem like some of them were switching one addiction for another. And it's that weird thing. I know some people say it's like the nicotine in the cigarettes or whatever, and I know they make patches, and I know they make nicotine like chewies. I don't know if it's more than that, but give me a second. I know nicotine is addictive, but, like, I know they do nicotine pouches and nicotine chews. Yeah, I think it's what it's called, nicotine chews. It's like chewing tobacco, right? If you don't know what chewing tobacco is, still just as disgusting. Still just as this. And it's worse when you see someone ding, like, okay, I'm good. I'm good. Oh man. But yeah, I'm not one for that kind of thing. Even if it's for, even if it's prescribed, I still would be very wary of those things, because I don't. You hear the stories and you don't want to be those people, right? You don't want to be those people, and I think that's a more honest approach. It's like, once you're done, either you take it into a place where they, like, a pill drop off or something like that, or hold on to it until then, because I don't know if there's any other. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I've got the internet. Why am I not using the internet? Where to drop off excess prescribed pills. I don't know if pills is the right way to put it, but prescribed pills. Oh, hold on. I didn't know this. Hold on. Oh, gosh dang it. My stinking my stinking thing fell. So it went down. All right, here we go. Let's do this. Sweet. I didn't know this. Drop off unused or expired prescribed pills at authorized drug take back locations, which include CVS pharmacy and Walgreens stores, with secure in store kiosks, as well as many law enforcement facilities like the police department. So, whether it be a police department or CVS and Walgreens, you can drop off your drugs there because. Lord forbid, right? Lord forbid someone gets a hold of those things and either start selling them or taking them themselves. And usually the medication given to someone is given because they know the measurements or the weight and all that stuff. And so someone taking medication that is not prescribed to them is not a good thing. Is not a good thing. So there is that. But pharmacy kiosk, most CVS, Walgreens locations offer year-round drop boxes for prescription over-the-counter medications during regular pharmacy hours. So that's something I didn't know. That is something that I've gotten my medication from CVS and or Walgreens, but I didn't know if you have excess, you can take it back there. So there you go. Law enforcement sites, many police stations and fire departments provide permanent drop-off boxes for safe anonymous disposal. Great, because Lord knows you don't want people getting their hands on it and either selling it or again taking it. You can have people that are homeless or whatnot, and they take they find that and they take it or whatever, and then it's just a whole ball of wax from there. So having the police department have something is great. National Take Back Days. The DEA hosts a biannual events in April and October where additional temporary collection sites are available nationwide. I think that's the one I was thinking of, was National Take Back Days, because yeah, you need to take it back. Take it back. Mailback options. Free prepaid envelopes are available at many pharmacies such as Walgreens and CVS for mailing unused medications to approved destruction sites. So they don't. So that's interesting. They don't use whatever you have left. They destroy them. Oh, here's a good one. If no take-back option is nearby, use Dispose RX packets available at some pharmacies to turn pills into biodegradable gel or mix medications with unappealing substances like cat litter or coffee grounds in a sealed bag before trashing. So if you can't find any of the above, which is kind of hard because it feels like a CVS or Walgreens is on every corner in America, you would either get Dispose RX packets, or you just mix it with cat litter or coffee grounds in a sealed bag before trashing, which again is about being mindful and responsible with your excess medication, if you or as they say, expired medication, because it's not a good thing when those are left out. What happens to the pills after drop off? I don't know what that. I think they get deleted. Oh, here we go. I didn't know this. After drop off, all collected pills are destroyed by incineration to ensure that they are non-retrievable and cannot be reused, diverted, or harm the environment. So basically, campfire at this point. Destruction process. Incineration. The DEA mandates that collected medications be rendered non-retrievable, meaning they are permanently altered through irreversible means. High temperature incineration is the only method currently recognized by the DEA to meet this standard for controlled substances. So it's probably a lot hotter than, it's probably as hot as like melting steel. That's what I'm thinking. No recycling. Medications themselves are never recycled or redistributed. Unlike the plastic bottles, which can sometimes be recycled if cleaned and labeled removed, the drugs are strictly destroyed to prevent accidental ingestion, abuse, or environmental contamination, which is a good thing. which is a good thing. Secure transport. Collected drugs are transferred from drop boxes to DEA registered reverse distributors or directly to permanent hazardous waste incinerators. The chain of custody is strictly documented to prevent theft or loss during transit, which is good because you know there's somebody sneaky out there wanting to get some. All right, you know there's somebody sneaky out there wants to get some. Environment impact. Incineration breaks down complex chemical compounds into basic byproducts like carbon dioxide and water, preventing pharmaceuticals from entering waterways and soil, which can occur with flushing or landfill disposal. Regulatory compliance. EP designates incineration as the best demonstrated available technology for pharmaceutical waste destruction, ensuring hazardous chemicals are completely eliminated. Eliminated, which is good. But that's interesting. I never knew. I never knew the different ways. I only knew the one, which is the police officers, but I didn't know like CVS and more that was that the police officer take back day. Yeah, that's what I remember. But yeah, it's just a weird thing where you want to be responsible with it. Because some people aren't, and they do bad stuff, and it ends up causing more harm than good, which is the problem and the point. The problem and the point, and unfortunately, there's a lot of it out there. So, but anyway, glad to be able to share that. But yeah, that's my sort of story of in doing taking prescribed medication. I mean, I take prescribed medication now, and it's mostly just for my cholesterol. But beyond that, I don't take anything else because I'm just not that type of person. I can't. I really don't want to be ending up like life on pills, if you catch my drift, right? Like a lot of people do end up, whether it be to help with heart conditions or otherwise. Like there are some things that are out of people's hands. Like I think it's like type 1 diabetes is reversible, but type 2 is not. So if someone gets type 2, they need to have medication for the remainder of their life, which sucks. Or you have people who are elderly who need medication to keep them alive, basically. And I'm just like, I get it, right? If you need those medications to keep you alive, do it. But it would be nice to live a life without relying on those medications to keep you alive, which is a good and bad part. I think it's kind of a bit of both. Like, and it's not. And if you have to go on medication, don't think of it as a failure. Think of it as like depending on your situation, right? Because it could be diabetes, it could be heart conditions, all that stuff. Diabetes. The swampy grit returns, and he's trying to pull a Wilford Brimley. Diabetes. I really like when Craig Ferguson does his. Was it Craig Ferguson or Jeff Pearson does their form of diabetes? And that man has been dead for ages, though. William Brumford, I think. Gosh dang it! Hold on. Bradford. There we go. Is it William? Oh, nope. I think it's William Brimley. Brimley. Is it Brimley? There we go. William Brimley. 2020. Wow, he was. Hold on. I'll find Wilford Brimley. Hold on. Wilford. Oh gosh, I spelled it wrong. There we go. Gosh, dang it. Let's see. William Wilford Brimley brother. That's right. William Brimley. He was the smarter cousin. Oh man. Here we go. This is Wilford Brimley. He passed away in 2020. That was 6 years ago. He is 6 years ago. He passed away 6 years ago. Come on. Oh, 6 years ago. Can you believe it? This man was alive at the beginning of the 2020s. That in 19, he was 14 years away from being, so that make him 86. Yeah, he was 86 years old. He was 14 years away from being 100. That is a life well lived. Because yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, so crazy. 6 years. 6 years away. When was it? August 1st, 2020. Wow. Just in a few weeks, it'll be 6 years. Hats off to Mr. Brimley. That is incredible. Because even getting to live to 86 is a miracle in itself for many people. Stop eating the junk food, all right? But yeah, that is crazy. Let's see. He was an American actor after serving in the U.S. Marine Corps and working odd jobs in the 1950s. So he was in the Marine Corps. Okay, hold on. Wilford Brimley was in the Marine Corps. I didn't know that. That in itself tells you he was not someone to mess with. Because you don't go into the Marines and come out of the Marines, like a civilian, right? You come out. I've talked to some Marines. I've talked to some Air Force, maybe a Navy. He ate commies. Yes, he did. He also ate crayons. If you know who Sergeant Wilkie and others are, he ate crayons. But wow, I did not know that. I didn't know he was a Marine Corps. But I know he did. I know he did Cocoon. That was a movie from a while back. He also promoted diabetes education and appeared in related television commercials for Liberty Medical, a role for which he became an internet meme. How about that? An internet meme. Wilford Brimley will forever be an internet meme because of diabetes. But Liberty Medical, that was, I think, Liberty Medical. No, I'm thinking of something else because I was thinking there's a commercial that Alex Trebek was in. I think it was for like Colonial Insurance or something like that. It was a long time ago. But that's crazy. His paternal father was an Englishman from Wigan. While his paternal grandmother's parents were a Scottish couple from Glasgow. His mother was half Danish and also had English, German, Swiss, and Welsh ancestry. Prior to a career in acting, he dropped out of high school at age 14 and worked as a cowboy in Arizona, Idaho, and Nevada. Hey, you know what? They certainly need those cowboys for cattle wrangling, all right? So there is money to be made in that. Just saying. Brimley joined the Marines in 1953 and served in Aleutian Islands for 3 years. He also worked as a bodyguard for businessman Howard Hughes, who made the big aeroplane, I think it's all wooden airplane. I can't remember. As well as a ranch hand, wrangler, and blacksmith. How about that? I bet you if I talked to Half Pine, he'd be like, I didn't know that. Now you know. Let's see. He then began shoeing horses for film and television at the behest of his close friend and fellow actor Robert Duvall. He began acting in the 1960s as a writing extra and stuntman in westerns. In 1979, he told the Los Angeles Times that the most he ever earned in a year as an actor was $20,000. He had no formal training as an actor, and his first experience in acting in front of a live audience was in a theater group at the Los Angeles Actors Theater. Wow. He even got to meet President Reagan. How about that? Brimley's on screen came with Walton's as Walton's mountain resident and blacksmith Horace Brimley. Funny enough, his last name is Brimley. How about that? he played a character where his last name was Brimley. It's ironic. But that's crazy. I didn't know that. I didn't know any of them of that regard. Brian Foods, Liberty Medical, Quaker Oats. I think I remember him in Quaker Oats, but American Diabetes Association was the thing. Performed a live edition of "Oh Susanna," much to the delight and surprise of Ferguson and the studio audience. Oh, hold on. I think we can find it. Hold on. He played himself. Except it wasn't really himself. It was Horace Brimley. It's the secondary brother to the left. He's like the lost cousin. He's like the lost cousin of the family. Okay, I want to find that. Let's see. Let's go to the place where all videos live. YouTube. Wilford. Brimley. Wilford Brimley Craig. Shazam. 8 minutes and 57 seconds. Mouth organ. Okay, here we go. Okay, we're gonna get this up. Not like that. All right. There we go. Get that. Add to the stage. Here's the one of him.
Really is. Well, no, we have a.
And this was like 14 years ago. So this is 2011. So this is 9 years before he passed. So that would make him. So if he passed at 86, that would make him 77 at this point. So he's at 77 years old at that. All right, let's check it out.
We have something of a tradition here, sir. Usually at the end of the interview, I offer up the option of an awkward pause, a mouth organ, or a go for a big cash prize. Any of these three options interest you?
Do you want to give me something?
Yeah, I can give you an awkward pause, I can give you a mouth organ to play, or I can give you a chance.
Give me the mouth organ.
Can you play?
Oh, just let him play.
If you can play, you get to win the golden mouth organ, which is a great honor, and I'm not kidding you. It's a really cool mouth organ, but you got to be able to play it.
Oh,
You do?
Yeah.
That's gonna be interesting. That is too funny. That is too funny. Only a few people have gotten the golden organ or the golden mouth organ. That is incredible. That's too funny. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, imagine it being Wilford Brimley at like 70-ish years old and he's getting that golden mouth organ. Oh, but that was pretty good though. That was pretty good, and he kept his promise. And Craig kept his promise. He got a golden mouth organ because he won, and that's super. I think the other person I remember him who won a golden mouth organ was Neil Patrick Harris, and I believe who was it? Steven Tyler. Steven Tyler was on as well, and he won the golden mouth organ, and that was, I don't know if it was real gold or not, but I'm telling you right now, if it was real gold, that's worth holding on to. Look, honey, I played and I got a golden harmonica. Oh goodness. Oh man, but that's too funny. But yeah, just to get to know to get the opportunity to know someone like Wilford Brimley, even though he's become a bit of a meme because of, or movies and all that stuff, been becoming a bit of meme because of the diabetes stuff. But to get to know someone like Wilford Brimley, who wasn't an actor at the beginning and then became one, and then go and warn it around. I bet you anything he would. He had enough money to do it. But to get to know him as a person would have been interesting, because I think to some regard, I don't know if I'll say it. I think to some regard, a majority of celebrities expect the awestruckness, right? To some regard. And then you have the point of people who just treat them as they are rather than just something to put on a pedal, if you will. Craig Ferguson was really good about doing the latter because even though they were celebrities, which is still the true part, they were people who had a life to live, right? Some of them had kids. I think Julianne Moore, when she had come on, she had kids, or she has kids, but they're all older now. Or a celebrity who I think at the time, like, he had on, what was her name? She was Miss Congeniality. Sandra something. And she was dating like this Jesse biker guy at the time. It was a long time ago. Look, that time has come. Time has come and time is gone. But I just find it interesting, and that's what, and I think talking to you, Swamp Regret, like, that's sort of what inspired. Well, it is what inspired a bit of doing what I do, regardless if it's me or not. Like, I don't have a robot. I don't have a skeleton robot to bounce off of. Be pretty funny, but it's that quality of being able to be oneself without anything needing to be there, right? There are no requirements other than a mic, right? Other than a mic, because if I can't see you and I can't hear you, it's not gonna work. It's not going to work. It's not going to work like you think it's going to. And so it's just one of those things where I kind of took from that and made this. It's not perfect, but perfect never mattered anyway. If people wanted perfect, they take up the produced productions that are already out there upon the tens of hundreds of thousands of creators already doing it. There are so many creators on YouTube doing the high production quality value sort of thing, or trying to make their stuff. And this is why I think YouTube wins also, is because it's already produced a few creators who have made movies, right? You had Chris Stuckman, I think, was one. You had Markiplier's another. You had Curry Baker, Obsession. You had Kane Pixels, Parsons. I can't remember which. I know Pixels was his username, but I don't know if Parsons is his actual last name. But you had people who've come from YouTube to make movies, basically. And then you have a lot of people who've spent time developing their craft and making their streams or videos better, and they produce this high quality video. That's where YouTube wins, right? And it's not going to turn into a platform thing, but it's like whenever I hear someone say YouTube is going to go down, I say, yeah, but which platform produced movie directors? YouTube. And where are they still now? YouTube. Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of anyone from Twitch being a movie director. Although, I guess, no, I don't think I've ever heard of someone who is a movie director ever coming from Twitch and saying, as a Twitcher making a movie, well, it's a live stream. You can't really do that. You can't really produce. I mean, you can produce a high quality show, but like, you can't produce a high production video because it's a live stream. Like, it just goes, right. So when you kind of have that head start, it is a difficulty to think that it is a difficulty to think someone else can measure up to that remark. And that's an issue. Competition is great, but if it's not competition, then it's just another sideshow on the road to the circus. And majority of people like the circus. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a circus fan. Cirque du Soleil, different story. But the circus, I mean, even Cirque du Soleil, it was not. No. Cirque du Soleil is just not my cup of tea. There may have been one show I wanted to go see, but now that is gone, and I am sad. Very sad. But the main show, right? The main show is where people want to go rather than the sideshows. Sometimes the sideshow may get somebody and like, oh, this is great, this is wonderful. And sometimes it won't. It is what it is. And I've just always been, I'm not too, there we go. I'm not too in-depth in that stuff. And to be honest, I'll get off this soon. I know. I try not to talk about platform stuff because it's just, it's a screwy thing. It's a screwy thing when you've been in it for a while, and you hear the talk of what is it like to be a content creator. It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a defining mess. That's what it is. It's a defining mess, and you either make it big or you don't. That's it. That's it. Or you enjoy yourself, and that's it. But I digress. But yeah, what was it? Oh, that's right. I don't know when it happened. I don't know how it got accepted in. I don't know. But I have been allowed into the community note thing, right? So if people don't know, on X, they have the community notes, right? Which is sort of like trying to give context or trying to clear up misinformation on data, right? Trying to clear up, hey, Sacred Sage, how are you? Nice to see you again, good sir. Trying to clear up misconception or lies or whatever it is. Just the whole thing about community notes. I got accepted into it. Now, at first, it's like you could only like say something is helpful, something is not helpful, or something is somewhat helpful. Like, you know, the context of the thing. I'm like, well, this is pretty cool. But you do kind of get to see. So what happens is that I get to see the community notes before they even get to be community note, right? It's more of like behind the scenes thing because you wouldn't know it, but some posts, right? Some posts that are a big one is PlayStation, but we'll get to that later. Some of the posts will have a community note, but they don't get public until they get enough various I had to take also for X community notes. Yes, I've been accepted into doing that. I don't know. I don't know if I entered into something or not, but I am now allowed to be in community notes as sort of like a voter of a community note. Because sometimes posts will have a lot of community notes. You know, trying to clear up context, whatever. I wonder if I can kind of clear up the behind the scenes, because it's always interesting to see like those behind the scenes stuff. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. Nice, brother. They asked me to do it too, but I'm too lazy for that. Yeah, I know. I there's only certain posts that I'll do, and other ones I'll stay away, and that's most likely because of the clearing up, right? And I'll show you what I mean. There you go. It should, yeah, we should be good. We should be good. There's nothing there. Okay. So here is the behind the scenes. Oops. So here's the behind the scenes. So these are the area that need your help, new, and then rated helpful. Those are the ones I've already rated on. But these are the ones that need help. So basically, rate these nodes chosen for you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But point of the matter being is like there's all different types of posts that have different, like these things right here. It's not shown on X, that kind of stuff, and they aren't there until they get enough various votes from different perspectives, and so a lot of these will have it. The worst. All right, let's just be honest. First off, nope. I want to remove that. The worst offender at this point in time is the PlayStation stuff. Now I know the big thing is that PlayStation is getting rid of physical media by 2028. My issue is, right, this is just my perspective, a lot of people use the... Now, I'm going to give pretext to this. A while back, I believe it was if you got a post-it, a note, you would lose any money on that community note, right? Whatever that community note pressed on, you would lose money on it. So there's that context. Now, going back to the PlayStation stuff, right? And I'm sure many of you seen it. Many of you seen PlayStation saying we're getting rid of our physical discs by the year 2028 or whatever. A lot of people are very upset by that, and I understand, right? It's not a knock. My issue is when people abuse a system to, in a way, harass a company. Now, I'm not saying that the company doesn't deserve some whiplash to some regard because they're making this choice. The issue of it is that community notes is there to help communicate context, to correct information and all that stuff, not to be used as a bludgeoning tool, at least from my perspective, not to be used as a bludgeoning tool to tell a company. Like there were post upon post where it was a game coming out. It's like Blood something or whatever, right? The community note had nothing to do with the game in the post. It was by PlayStation, of course, and it was talking about the PlayStation 2028 thing, but it had nothing to do with what was discussed in the post, and that's an issue. For me, that's an issue because that's a mishandling of a tool that's supposed to be helping in context and clearing up misinformation. Like I'll show you the one I did, right? I'll show you the one I did. There was one. At a certain point, I was able to do my own. Let's see. Yeah. At one point, I was able to do my own, and it was this one. Can I? So this is sorry. So here we are. This is the one I did. I'll have to. Okay, so I'm going to give you to the regular post. All right. And the post says, by Wall Street Mav, Christopher Nolan has canceled all screenings of The Odyssey with movie influencers. He is only allowing approved critics to see in advance. He is waving the surrender flag. They know they have a financial disaster on their hands. And I looked into that, right? Like, it seems weird that, I mean, it's Christopher Nolan, so it can make sense, but like, it's weird that a movie director would cancel all screenings to The Odyssey. I'm like, that's weird. So I went to go look up that information, right? I want to know, right? I don't want someone to tell me it's like that's what the information is. I want to know. Well, come to find out that that's not the case at all. According to THR or the Hollywood Reporter, Universal is making those calls, not Christopher Nolan. And it looks, well, and of course, it has to need more votes to be shown, but I'm showing it anyway because sometimes it's just there. Like I want to be as truthful as I can finding out about the data in order to show people like this is what this thing is for. And it's like it's what was it? Let's go to the link itself. There we go. Oh, I can switch sharing to tab. Nice. Okay. So this is the Hollywood Reporter that I had linked to, right? Because I had looked for it. I went online. Yes, I didn't Google it. I Brave searched it. Little difference. But I go to it, and then it comes to this right here: the Christopher Nolan, The Odyssey to skip word of mouth screenings. Universal skipping the usual word of mouth influencer screenings for social media and going straight to general press screenings instead. Now, as always, Hollywood Reporter. This is done by James Hibbard. Whenever I read an article, I try to make sure that the person who wrote it gets their credit because they wrote it, not me. Many content creators will just skip over that and they'll just read the article, right? And give credit where it's due, because if I don't know the person even if I don't like the person, they still get the credit because they wrote it. Did that because Christopher Nolan is trending more than Universal, and that I understand. That I get. Well, why am I not showing? Gosh dang it. Why am I not showing up on screen? There we go. Goodness sake. Which is bad. I just hit enter accidentally like 4 million times. Well, you're in good company there, Swampy Crap. But I'm going here. I'm going through this information. Again, again, James Hibbard, all this stuff. This is June 25th, 26th. So that post was made on July 5th. Let me switch back. Let me show you. Thank you, Brave, for making it that simple, that easy. The post here is made on July 5th. This article is June 25th. Let me give it to you. That is, hold on. That is over a week. That is over a week of that information has been out. And then someone said, it is Christopher Nolan. I was like, hold on a second. Hold on there a second. That information has been out for a week. And the comments just show that they put it on Christopher Nolan. Like, again, oops, hold on. I probably should minimize myself. And then, oh, that's not going to work. So it's like Universal, it's a show of strength worth of Odysseus. I think that's what it is, Odysseus or Odyssey, whatever. Universal has decided to skip having influenced specific screenings for Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. According to the studio, they will not have word of mouth screenings. Instead, after the film's global premiere screening in London on July 6th, the film's social media embargo will allow all those who have seen the film to comment, which will include general press. Influencers who attend press junkets will still see the film in advance. So there's still something there with that. But again, it is Christopher Nolan. It is, that's on me. It is Universal, not Christopher Nolan, who is making those calls. The studio is making the calls, not the director. All right, let me just put it in simple terms. Studio making calls, director not. And so when you have that kind of information out there, right? Because, July 17th. Oh, that's 9 days away. Not bad. Whether I see it or not is a different story. The movie bucks the trend of studios getting ahead of professional journalists by inviting only fan-site bloggers and influencers to see major releases in advance and then letting them post often highly enthusiastic media reviews on social media ahead of everybody else. Studios typically make the decision whether to have word-of-mouth screenings on a case-by-case basis depending on the film, but it has become pretty standard procedure for films that are aiming for a popcorn movie blockbuster status. Universal's decision also comes at a time when fans have gotten savvier about the relationship between studio marketing departments and influencers. So again, how some of these people treat news article August 10th, 2018, X posters date 7 breaking. Yeah, exactly. It's like it was a week. The information had been out there for over a week, and they're treating like it happened just now. No. Now again, my community note is not going to show. because it has to have the votes. But like again, this is the reason why Community Notes was created, to correct that kind of. I don't care about the monetization part. I care about there being correct information. It is not Christopher Nolan who's making those decisions. It is Universal. Why is that so hard to be honest about those things? To get the engagement? I'm sorry, but I feel like if you're going to report on something, if you're going to say something like that, there was another one too. There was another one. It's a little more finicky. So another one. It's a little more finicky. Why am I? Hold on. Why do I? Oh, that's right. I forgot to toggle the visibility. There we go. There was another one that I don't think has been done anything to yet. Let's see. I am trying to find. There we go. Trying to find. Let's see. I'm trying to find the one he did a while back. It was about the umbrella. I need to find the umbrella one. Oh, there's so many that probably could be corrected. Nope. Trying to find it. It is. He did it just too long ago. Am I supposed to look through my notifications and try to find stinking. That's a frog. Looking. I'm trying to get it done. Oh, here you go. This is the one. Hey, Freedom Auto, what's going on there, Mr. FO? Because technically, if you shorten it's FO. That has to be the only reason to get the engagement, which is dumb. Screwed up social media recommendations. Fudging right. Stinking people. What's crazy too is some of these news agencies do the same thing. They go back and amend the article 3 days later to what is actually being said or whatever. Well, yeah, exactly. If they've been found out to have wrong information, they technically do it after the fact, or when they're caught, basically, right? Now here's another one. This is by. I'm gonna. Now this one is in part. I'm gonna explain this. So the story is true, right? The story: Canadian engineer John Se built an autonomous flying umbrella that follows its users hands-free. That is true, and there's a link to his YouTube I can show you after the fact. The problem of it is, though, is I just want you to listen. I just want to listen to this video right here.
This is the world's first true hands-free umbrella. It uses autonomous tracking to follow you anywhere. No matter how fast you go, it keeps you covered. Best of all, no more wet hands.
So you've heard that voice, right? I want you to get that clear voice in your head of how that sounds, right? Just want to clear it up. This is John Se. Right here. That's him right there. Now I want you to just listen.
This is a flying umbrella, and today we're going to make it follow me around.
Do you hear that? Do you hear that difference? He took, for some odd reason, now you're going to see, like, there are similarities right here. Like, oh yeah, that was right. But if you notice, this right here, look at that. Look at that right there. I'm going to switch back.
Uses autonomous.
Look at that. Sorry. He basically took a snapshot of something and used AI. Again, look at that. Look at that basketball hoop right there. Right there. That's the back of a basketball hoop. He used AI to create a video. That's him, but it's not him speaking. Like, why? Like, just link to the guy's actual YouTube. Like, it's the guy right here. This is him right there making it right there. That's actually him, Johnson. That's what he sounds
This
like.
is version 2 of
But he had to go make an AI version of that video and not give credit. Hey, Slay, what's going on? Thank you, good sir. Much appreciated. But this is why community notes, I feel, exist, because it's to correct information. It's not to correct the John part. That's all that making the umbrella and all this stuff, that is true. It is pointing out, is giving context that Dom took a picture or snapshot or something. Yeah, read. He took a picture or snapshot of something and turned it into an AI video and used that, because that is not John's voice. It's just stuff like that. And that's why, and that's, for me, I try to make sure that the information in community notes is at least something worth exploring. Like, let's do one. We're already here. Why not? We're already here, everyone. Why not do one? Let's see. Raid. I almost feel like saying Raid Shadow Legends. Thank you, Slave, for coming and raiding me. Much appreciated, good sir. Raids Shadow Legends. All right, let's do this one. This one is the first time, always feels so incredibly rewarding, very cute reaction. The community note states, this video is AI generated, does not depict a real baby. Creators of these viral baby fish spa videos have confirmed that the footage is synthetic and generated using AI tools for entertainment. The depicted baby reaction is AI generated, similar to the video of babies' first reactions are commonly created with AI tools and represented as real. So those are the two I can choose from, right? Those are the two I could choose from. So let's look at the links they give in order to find out whether what they're saying, whether they're pointing to, because it is 15 seconds. You can see it's 15 seconds. So you can see it's 15 seconds, and that's usually around the time of any AI generated video. Well, let's look at the links they give. I won't switch over until it gets there. Well, here's an example they give. So this is the Facebook link one. This AI generated video shows a baby experiencing fish spot for the very first time, and the reaction is absolutely priceless. So they're giving an example, but it's not really the one in use. So we're gonna go back to the previous. We're gonna try the Instagram reel. I'm gonna try the Instagram reel and see if that leads to the actual video or something of the video being stated. So this is another example. Audio can be a good indicator too. But here we go. We have, well, you can look at that, right? It's AI generated by Jake. Now, again, it's not the exact video, right? And that's an issue I have. Is like, if it's not the exact video, or at least line into saying that this video is AI generated, then we have a bit of an issue, because I want the exact information. So those two links give an example, but they're not exactly the same video, and they're not with the information, which is a problem. So let's see if this link down here will have it. It's not as they're mostly AI baby videos. They're more like the adults and the kids sort of thing. But yeah, this too does not give a straight example for the video that's being used. So is it? I would think so. Possible. But at the end of the day, those are the two there. But I really can't choose either or, because they're not exactly to this video. And that's the problem, is that it needs to be exactly to. And I don't want to choose that. let's do a different one. I want to try to find one that would be at least good to try. Let's see. Let's help. Let's see if we can't find. Anyway, but yeah, that's basically what it is. It just shows all the stuff right there, and it can be helpful and it can be daunting. And like I said, the one that's been the worst user of the case has been the PlayStation stuff, where it's just nonstop, constant reminders of like, oh, you're gonna get rid of physical media in 2028. Okay, but that has nothing to do with the game that's in the post that is made by PlayStation. But we're gonna get rid of physical. I get that, but that you're misusing community notes to do something. You could just post in comments. You can get real annoying in comments, and that would still do the same thing. Community notes is not. This is an abuse of community notes again. I came into it wanted to be honest about it as possible, but I can see some of the abuse, and right now it's understandable, but still it's abuse. But anyway, it is the top of the hour, ladies and gentlemen. So what that means is that it is time to get snazzy and get drabby, because whether I have a person with me or not, creator or not, I set aside some time for me and my guests to promote our stuff in any way, shape, or form. But if my guest is not a content creator, they can just say a few words, and but maybe they can recite poetry or something like that. It'll be a time period of poetry slam, and then I saw the light, and then the light turned green. When the light turned green, my life went shambles, and then it was gone, like the light in the night. Good night. You're welcome. You're welcome. It seems off, but you're right. Not a, yeah. If there was a link, right? If there was a link directly to the same video, and it's basically by the person who made it, or something saying this video is AI, then I would link to it. But the point of the matter is, though, is that the kid laughed, kid had his feet tickled by the fish, whatever. Not saying that there aren't like that, it's just hard to see the AI stuff. So the point of the matter is, though, is that I need evidence. I need it's like side evidence or something to show that this thing is not what it is. And there are times where it's just like there's like a science thing, and it just goes to like the science document. It's just like, can we have a TLDR for this? Goodness sake, because it's like it's a lot of information to go to, and no one's gonna go through that. Can I just have a TLDR of that whole? Another story, but anyway. Whether you're on the Rumble side, YouTube side, or any of the other places I'm streaming to, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment or follow, anything that helps with the engagement factor is much appreciated, because not only does it help in being seen more, right? Like pretty much all content creators want to be. It also helps having other people on, like the Swampy Grit, like Freedom Otter, like Slay Every Game, and so much more. Again, over 365 various guests and counting, right? My month of July is packed full of people, and I'm working on August. I know doing it early, but sometimes getting it done early is the point. So regardless, the brain freeze right there, but regardless, any help with the engagement factor on either platform is much appreciated. Rumble, YouTube, all that stuff. And of course, my link is right there. If you want to know where else I'm at, bing, bang, boom. All my stuff is in there. Right there. Right there. There we go. Right there. There's my link right there. You can find me in all my glorious wonder in there. Or if you don't know where I'm at, it's a good reminder just to click on that and bing, bang, boom, you'll find me. You'll find me in the links. Dun, dun. You'll find me in the links. You'll find me in the links. Yeah. Find me in the link to the links. Yeah. I'm gonna have too much of that. And of course, the next bit. Now there are two things I promote. I'm sure many of you do, but I change one up every once in a while. The other one's a bit permanent. But I promote. There are two things I promote, and I use them in different ways. So hold on to your pants, kids, because you're gonna need them. But the first one I promote, of course, is Proton and its many facets. And one of the facets that I'm doing this month is, of course, Proton VPN. Now I know there's a bunch of different VPNs out there, Express, Norton, all that stuff. Whole shoe and shebang of VPNs, but Proton VPN is one of the ones that I use. Keeps your connection private and encrypted, and you can use a free version. Now, I will tell you this. I do have the paid version. I don't have the singular, like, just for Proton VPN. I have the Proton Unlimited plan, which encompasses all those facets. Thing of it is, though, is that right now, at this very second, I am using Proton VPN while I am streaming. Okay? Previously, I looked up information like, oh, can you use VPNs while streaming? And the majority of the time, the information is no. It just ruins it and messes up and all that stuff. And yet, at this very moment, using a VPN. If you're a streamer or someone who just wants to keep their stuff safe, as soon as you click that icon button to go online, I use Proton. That link right there in the description will take you to see more information. Again, there's a free plan and a paid plan. I don't care which one you choose, as long as I'm putting this tool in your hand that benefits all. That's all that matters to me. I don't care about getting anything back from it. I just care about putting a tool in your hands that I trust and use on a daily basis and know for the fact it works. Because right now, I'm streaming and it's working. So, take that as you will. All right? Take that as you will. So, link right there. Go and check out more information and let me know what you think. All right? And of course, the last thing I promote before we get back into it is, of course, Biltong USA. Biltong, South African snack, air-dried cured meat, made by Anton. Anton and his wife. They pretty much do it themselves. Their kids, I think, kind of help, but they're very small, so I don't think that's the case. But they're a couple down in Sunset, Texas. So if you're near Texas, great idea to stop by. You come by, you can give it a look. They sell all the stuff they sell in their online store. They sell in stores too, which is pretty nice. They sell actually hot foods there, I've seen, which is it's making me hungry. And my wallet has been very disagreeable lately of not being able to get Biltong. It's just so sad. Anyway, the point of the matter is, those great people, American-made product, right there, link right there, and of course you can use code DARA to save yourself 10% off. Because I'll tell you what, right now, I would bet on Anton and his family every time. And I distinctly remember, if most of you do remember, a few years ago, or I think it was more than a few years ago, people were asking for more made in American products. Now it's edible American product, but it's still an American-made product. You want to support America? That right there is America. Family business in Sunset, Texas, home of the Longhorns and the Cowboys. Although not just there, I think like Nevada, you can find Cowboys in Nevada and California, many other places. you can find cowboys all over the place if you look hard enough. For a second, when I saw Swampy Grit, I thought he was a cowboy, and then I learned he was more like a cowboy for alligators. So I was half right. But the point of the matter is, though, is that this helps support a family business here in America, an American-made product. So give it a look, and I tell you what, if my wallet wasn't screaming at me, I'd be buying from them every single time. Again, code Dara saves you 10% off. Shabam! I don't know if Anton's out there right now and if he's part of me, but I got you, Coach. I got you. I get you so much. Now I will state this: they do have things like cabanossi and dowers. Is their type of sausages? But they're not my cup of tea. They're someone else's cup of tea. I have heard a lot of people enjoy them and think they're delicious and all this stuff. But for me, just not my taste. My taste is more to the biltong. But I have heard that their sausages that they make are the bomb, which I think they have a very spicy one. And they should call that the bomb, but I think that might not go that way. So, so we have the Angus, right? We have the Angus, we have the Wagyu, right? And we have the bison. Don't forget the bison, and we have the biltong bomb. What's the biltong bomb? You ever tasted spicy before, son? Oh, I've had Chinese food. No, not Chinese food. Have you ever tasted something on your tongue that melted your tongue off? Should I be having this conversation now? That is what the biltong bomb is. It's so fiery hot, the good Lord above sent some holy water just to clean that fire. Clean that fire from your mouth because it is so dang hot, the devil wouldn't touch it. That's how hot it is. I don't know if I don't know if it gives Anton an idea, but Anton, it's yours if you want it. Coming this summer, biltong bomb, the most spiciest meat a man could ever handle, and then not. What happened to your pa? He wanted to try the biltong bomb. I told him, Dad, you got a weak heart. You can't do it. You can't do it, Dad. Your heart's weak. They told you. And then he was like, son, I only live once. I'm going to show you. He showed me. He fell over and he was gone. The biltong bomb took a life today with a smile on his face. You imagine you imagine that someone's marketing this curry is so spicy it claimed a man's life just 2 hours ago. I like tea. Oh, they sell teas too. They sell teas there. They're like Rusi Bosies or something like that. Hold on. I got one by accident. Hold on. All right. This is the type of tea they have. Here you go. That's the type of tea they have. Right there. They have many different teas. This is just one of them. Hudia, Buchu, and Gora. I have no idea what. It's caffeine free. Nice. There's a blend of. Here's what it says. Just because I don't want to. Herbal blend. Carmien Energize is a blend of rooibos, forest berries, Hudia, Buchu, Agathosma betulina. Look, I didn't say I was perfect at announcing these words. I'm just trying, all right? And guarana, the perfect accompaniment to a kilojoule restricted eating plan. I'm guessing this can be used for keto. or something like that. I'm not a tea person, and I think I got this by accident. But if you mix it with enough and then you put honey in it, may work. It says rooibos is 67% of the whole ordeal. Forest flower blend, apple, elderberry fruit, granules, hibiscus flowers, rose hip shells, blackberry leaves, Hoodia gordoni, 10%, buchu, 4%, and guarana seed powder, 4%. Contains caffeine. Hold on a second. Their front says rooibos is naturally caffeine free. And then it says in the back here, contains caffeine. What? You can't say caffeine is naturally caffeine free, and then it says caffeine on the back. That's just confusing. That's just confusing in that. But that's at least one of the teas they sell. I'm not a big tea drinker, but I'll finish these one of these days. It's a product of South Africa, so there you go. Right there. Yeah, so that's the one. They have many different ones. I think, let me see. I've got the link. Let us go look, ladies and gentlemen, at the wonders of it all. Chapter 1, How We Do It. This is how we do it. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. This is how we do it. I think I've got to look for teas. Here we go. Coffee and teas. Now, I'm not a coffee person, so no. But here's our teas. Biltong USA red tea. Biltong USA Teardrop Island black tea. And here are all their other teas: Boost, Cleanse, Energize, Menno, Relax, Revive. And that has peppers in it. Ginger and peppers. That's, wow. And, they got Cadbury hot chocolate. Didn't I? I got this hot chocolate, but I don't think I got that one. Gosh, dang it. I've got to get the Cadbury hot chocolate. Ugh. Yes. And again, like they have some pretty good deals. They have a whole bunch of stuff. They have a bunch of stuff I'd like to get, but unfortunately my wallet says no. I'd like to get some, please, wallet. No. Okay, wallet, you win this time, but next time I'll be ready. But yeah, those are the teas they have, and again, it helps support a family business. I'm not a tea drinker, so don't take my advice for it. I do like their honey though. I did get honey from them, which did solidify up. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to unsolidify it. But this is the honey they have. They have their own beehive there, and yeah, I like the little glass container. But as you can see, my honey's crystallized, so I need to heat it up or something. But I do like the little bear and the honey with the honey inside. But that's, I think they do bigger, but it's been a while. But yeah, I tried drinking tea when I was younger. Not too young, but like, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. Tea has always tasted like hot water to me. All right, let's just be honest. Like, I went to, there once was a Tijuana. It is. It's straight from their own hive. It's straight from their own hive. That is about as natural as you can get, and they're good people. It is as natural as you can get. But I tried. There was like one place called Tivana or Tivana. I think it was like TEA. Did you know if you eat local honey, it'll help with your allergies to the area? No, but this isn't local. This isn't local honey for me, so it's not gonna work. My allergies are acting up. Did you try honey from your own area? No, it's from Texas. Because I don't live in Texas. It'd be a lot hotter than it is now. That's for sure. Faux shizzle. Faux shizzle. At least that's what they say for swamp honey. Yeah, what is swamp honey? I gotta know. Was it like honeycombs in the trees or something like that? Because I know the swamp is dangerous. All right, I'm just saying that right now. The swamp is dangerous. If you don't got the gators, you got the cottonmouths. All right, and I ain't interested. I am not interested. All right, I remember hearing about the stories from Florida. All right, Florida Everglades, where an anaconda tried to eat an alligator and it was unsuccessful. Having an anaconda, all right, in your close to your own backyard, not ideal. Not ideal. I'm not interested. I'd rather go to Ireland where the snakes aren't. Very rarely have I seen one, and rarely am I ever interested in ever seeing one. All right, not interested. But that's just me. Some people like snakes. Good for you. Take it somewhere else. Daddy doesn't know. Daddy doesn't want to play. Go, 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 go. But yeah, that was crazy though. When I had first heard about that, the gator who got swallowed up by an anaconda and just blew the anaconda up, it was crazy. And I'm like, Florida in most cases there, brother. Swamp honey is what? Swamp honey is what? Oh, I'll tell you what, Bobby. Bobby, I'll tell you what. No, don't you go touching that garter snake over there with a stick. That snake will bite you. It's not poisonous, Bobby. Don't get bit. Don't get bit. You're not gonna like yourself. I'll tell you what, Bobby. Florida in most cases. Yeah, it is swampland. Just all that stuff. It is freaky tiki tavi. It is freaky tiki tavi. I need a Ricky Tiki Tavi just in case some kind of wannabe thing wants to come after me. He's like, get him now. Gotta get my mongoose ready just in case. It's over there in the bushes. Or honey badger. Honey badger works, right? Honey badger will be able to stand up against all the venom and stuff and be like, that is just a Tuesday for me. Oh my goodness. But yeah. Swamp honey is florally tasting in most cases, so like them flowers. You know what? That's funny because I think I know what type of honey that is. I've gotten that honey before. It's like I think they call it floral honey. Oh shoot. What flower honey? Is that what they call flower honey? Oh man, what do they call that? No, I don't want to do honeydew. No. Oh, look, there's a plant called the giant flower honey. Okay, hold on. Ooh, hello. Avocado. Ooh, hello. Hello. Found this. Thank you, Internet, for showing me this. Here we go. Found this. Select single flower honey collection. You got blueberry blossom, sweet orange blossom, avocado blossom, and raspberry blossom. The avocado one is just turning me off because that does not look appetizing at all. That looks like a green smoothie. All right, I'm just gonna say that right now. $60. That's not too bad. Bumbleberry Farms. Ooh yeah, look at that. Oh yeah, look at that honey. Oh, okay, so it's like a dark amber then. Okay, so avocado blossom honey is dark amber. Okay. Raspberry, all right. Not bad. Raspberry blossom. Blueberry blossom. Oh, yeah. Look at all that honey. It is a shame. Care and handling. Stay in a warm, dry place. Honey is the one food that never spoils. Quality honey will crystallize. It's another nice way of protecting the flavor. To liquefy it, simply place the jar in a pot of hot water. This can be done again and again. Okay. So hot water, but not boiling water. So be mindful of that. Hot water, not boiling water. All right. Polyfloral honey apparently is what it's called. Oh man, you've given me so much to do. But this one, Bumbleberry Farms. Ooh, baby, look. Oh, that's hot pepper. I'm not a fan of hot pepper. Wow, look at that. Peach vanilla. What? Peach vanilla honey cream spread. What the? Hold on. Hold. Wait, hold on. Hold on. What the? Is it like a peanut butter? What is this? What? Whoa. Okay. Well, we're welcoming back our peach vanilla honey cream spread for the summer. So it's a spread. It's a jar, 8 ounces. That's not too bad for a price. $13.50 for a jar, like 8 ounces. Like, what do I have? Is this 8 ounces? This is 2 ounces, so I need something with 8. This is 9 ounces. So this jar right here is 9 ounces. So it's about that size. So that's not too bad. It's not too bad at all, to be honest. You must refrigerate after opening. Wildflower blossom, natural peach, vanilla, and a caramel flavors. No preservatives. Yummy on pancakes. Oh yeah. Ooh yeah. Oh, that's bad. Oh my gosh, it's bad. That is. Oh, Caroline, the honey drops are my husband's favorite go-to. What? Dude. Honey cream spreads. Oh, what? Chocolate strap. Oh, uh-oh. Dark chocolate. Uh-oh. I'm a chocoholic by nature. This is not good. This is not good. Oh, man. Oh, that is awful. It looks so good too. $54 for a spread. I'd rather not do $54, to be honest. I don't care. New honey flavored honey flavored spread. All right, honey flavored spread. Okay. Oh man, that looks good. I want the chocolate. I want the dark chocolate one. Where is that? Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh yes. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna drool. Oh, look at dark chocolate honey cream with just the right amount of spice. Oh, you dirty dogs! I gotta come back to the site. I really do. Oh, I found my wholesale. What's wholesale? I don't know what wholesale is. I'm sorry. I'm slobbering over. Hello. Why is it locked? Sign up for fair. What? Farms in line. Joy to claim a referral 50% off your first order. Okay. All right. Wow. Fair. Okay. Wow. Honey drops. Hard. I want to look at this. Let me see. What is this? No, I don't want to sign up. No, I don't want to sign up. I just want to look at the candies. Here we go. Description: we fell in love with the real honey taste of these delightful drops made by a German confectioner using a centuries-old sanding process. Savor its unique texture, soothe a sore throat, quench a dry mouth. Drop one on a cup of tea. Imported, made with 6.5% honey, stored in a cool, dry place, produced in a facility that also. Oh, made in Germany. Come on. I just want to. Son of a bit. Come on. Oh. It's mean. It's downright mean. Locked behind a paywall. You got dang right. It's locked behind a paywall. They're mean monsters. That chocolate spread though is looking good. I'm not gonna lie. Oh my gosh, that chocolate spread is good. Looking good. I need to get off here. Okay, what was it again? It was polyfloral honey. Okay. I remember when Joe Rogan was brought like a mad honey or something like that, crazy honey. Honey. Let us. Oh, that's right, wildflower honey. Duh. That's what it was called. I could buy it from Aldi's wildflower honey. I think I still have some. Give me a sec. Hold on. Yep. I knew it. I knew I still had some. Here you go. Wildflower honey. It's crystallized and all that stuff, so I have to heat that back up. But this is wildflower honey. That's I've had that. I usually like getting the honeycombs. like the comb with honey, but they're expensive. And the reason they're expensive is because the wildflower. Oh yeah, that's true. Yep. The reason that the honeycomb is expensive, like the whole honey, honey and the honeycomb sort of thing. The reason why it's at them Aldi's, yeah, because that's where I shop. I gotta get my prices cheap, man. It's expensive to go shopping, even for myself. I try not to get too much bad stuff. But I like getting the honeycomb ones with the honey, the honey and the honeycombs. I don't, I try not to accidentally swallow the wax of the honeycombs. But the reason why it's so expensive is because they have to give up a chunk of their honeycomb for that remark, and so you're left with, having to make another hive thing in order to, for your bees. Let's see. Polyfloral honey, commonly marketed as wildflower honey, is produced by bees collecting nectar from multiple plant species rather than a single dominant source. This type of honey reflects the botanical diversity of the bees' foraging area, resulting in complex, bold flavor profile that varies significantly by season, region, and environmental factors. Laying down the law. Swamp Grit says, my swamp Paul used to manage beehives, and that honey was bussin', as the kids say. Swamp Grit, you're a good one. You're a good gator. Key characteristics include unique composition. Each batch is distinct, blending floral, herbal, and fruital notes from various nectars. Unlike the consistent taste of monofloral honey, which is just from one flower, if they didn't know what mono meant. Nutritional benefits. It often contains a wider range of antioxidants, enzymes, and minerals due to the diverse pollen and nectar inputs. Ooh, oh. Oh, the wonder. Appearance, it typically ranges from medium amber to dark brown, though lighter varieties exist. I was hoping I left it over here. Lighter varieties, depending on the specific flowers involved. Health uses. Raw polyfloral honey is valued for immune boosting properties, soothing sore throats, and potential relief from seasonal allergies due to its diverse pollen content. So you were right there, Swampy Grit. You just got to get that wildflower honey. Gotta get that wildflower honey. The bees are beesing. Too busy. What does polyfloral mean? Oh, hello. The Brothers Apothecary. Okay, hold on. It's probably CBD, but not gonna shout that down. CBD honey. Well, how about that? Fine teas and remedies. The Apothecary. Well, show me your fine wares, good sir. The CBD shop. Okay. The sleep aid, the hibiscus. All right, hello. Hemp hibiscus teas. Is that supposed to make you hopefully it's not to make you high. I don't want to, accidentally not know where I am. Hold on. The intoxicantly deep red blend of CBD hibiscus tea redefines what it means to enjoy herbal. Hibiscus has been used for centuries to support a healthy body and mind. We're adding a handful of complementary herbs for an exotic, semi-sweet, mountain-high experience. Hibiscus makes a fantastic hot tea, but is equally delicious on ice. Did you just hear that? Equally delicious on ice. Equally delicious. Tastes like freedom in a cup. The ingredients: hemp, cannabis sativa, aromatic Oregon-grown hemp sourced from USD organic certified and third-party tested farms considered industrial with less than 0.3% TC. So it's not going to get you high. Sorry to say. Hibiscus, delightfully tart and you know when. Now that's fine. Yes, sir, Daddy, it's fine. But whenever I want to read this, it almost makes me want to do an English accent. Was delightfully tart and floral. Hibiscus is also rich in antioxidants and a great source of fiber, as well as phosphorus, niacin, and vitamin B6. How about that? Them apples. Orange peel, citric, tangy, and bright. Orange peel is rich in vitamins, while distinctly aromatic. Subtle sweetness rounds out the acidic profile. Well, isn't that the bee's knees? Hibiscus is like a dadgum tart flavor or something. Look, kids, that tea right over there, it's got all them stuff in it. Just drink it. It's all right. Just drink it. Don't eat the stuff. Just drink it. Okay. Lemongrass. Sorry, I gotta get back. Lemongrass, an aromatic, uplifting, and bright herb, semi-sweet with subtle citrus notes, rumored to be Paracelsus' favorite herb. Paracelsus. I'm not supposed to say that word, okay? Paracelsus. Whatever. It's like trying to say Sisyphus 5 times fast. Sisyphus. It's too funny. Spearmint. Sweet and smooth, spearmint contains much less menthol than peppermint. Refreshing and inspiring. Yes, inspiring. Lemon peel. Citrus plus lemon is from the Rutaceae family. Lemon peels add characteristic, bright, and citrus notes to beverages and foods. More tart than orange. Oh, we got more. Hello. We've got more. Hold on. Dry. I'm gonna do it. Dried cranberry. Cranberry is a fruit native to North America, high in nutrients and antioxidants, tart with fruity, bitter notes and mild sweetness. Now, I will say this: I did have half a container of cranberry juice once. It was not a fun time. All right, you can drink maybe, I don't know, maybe like half a cup. I would say drink half a cup, but never drink half a bottle of cranberry juice. You will feel like you are getting ready for your colonoscopy. Just I just like my dadgum sweet tea, light ice straight, but these fancy flavors are very are fun every so often to add. I tell you. With 0.3% THC, you'll have about as much fun as you are on a rainy day. Oh, man. Rose petals. Now, this is interesting. Rose petals harvested from organic red and pink Rosa Damascena plants, vibrant, sweet, and floral. Rose petals add a unique decadence along with nutritional value. Well, please give me the nutrition first, please. Stevia, known for its delightful taste, stevia has been used for over 1,000 years by the Guarani tribe and now cultivated worldwide. Stevia makes a great addition of tea and herbal creations. Coconut milk powder, freshly pressed coconut milk, supports cannabinoid bioavailability and rich in iron, fiber, and magnesium and antioxidants like selenium. Ooh, joy of selenium. Thank you for that right there, selenium. Thank you. Yucca root, the root of the cassava plant used to produce tapioca maltodextrin, which prevents caking and clumping. Oh, hello. And last one is acacia fiber, a water-soluble dietary fiber exuded from the cassia tree sourced from small organic farms. And that is just one of many. I like monk fruit MO better than stevia, brother. Well, you know what? Yeah, you have your tea. I want to see what else they have. They have a sleep aid. Interesting. They have other teas. There's CBD, but they're not like CBD, like, more than 0.3% CBD. Oh, hello. There's more? Hello? Hello? Is it me I'm looking for? Oh, that's a T. Wow, this is a lot. this is a lot. These guys have got it made, though. God dang. I don't know, I'm kind of interested in trying some of those teas, though. Even though I'm not really a person. A chocodelic trip. Okay. Okay. Let's made in Portland, Oregon. All right, here we go. Want to see? So it's got 10. It's got 10 medicinal mushrooms in it. Okay. Dutch cocoa meets an adaptogenic blend of 10 synergistic mushrooms in the CBD hot cocoa. Delicious and healthy, low sugar, and blended with organic fair trade Madagascar vanilla bean. Is looking down and is proud at this subject matter. Callback. Holla, holla, holla to Wilford Brimley. Hoorah. Wilford Brimley, by the way, got to do hoorah because he was a Marine. Dutch cocoa powder, Dutch cacao, is packed with significant nutritional profile, including high amounts of vitamin B, riboflavin, thiamine, as well as vitamin K. It also contains minerals like magnesium, potassium, and zinc. Very good to know. Cane sugar. No. I'm not talking about the sweet treat you beat your kids with. No. Cane sugar, 100% organic cane sugar, ideal for sweetening and balancing bitters, non-GMO, and cultivated in accordance with sustainability principles. It looks like bamboo for some odd reason. Reishi. This deep red kidney-shaped fungus belonging to the genus Ganoderma. Reishi is widely used for supporting a healthy body and mind. What? Healthiness? Is it possible? Yes, it is. Can you believe it? I just feel like, you want to talk about health, I want to talk about health. Let's talk about health together. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I can't do that. That's too much energy for it's like Richard Simmons energy. If anyone know what Richard Simmons is, that was like way up there. Way up there. Do you want to get healthy or do you want to be fat for the rest of your life? Let's be healthy. Oh man, Swampy Grit says that there cane sugar good. I tell you, I used to suck on them things when I had some in the swamp. It does look like bamboo, though. Yes, it does. You could beat somebody like a bamboo. Lion's mane, also called hotogu or yamabushitake. That's the Japanese version. Lion's mane has long been used in traditional recipes, high in antioxidants and beta-glucans. I think my brain farted. Chaga primarily grows on birch trees. Ooh. Now I do know, as a side note, that on birch trees you can't cut them down, and I think you can't take off their bark. You can't take off their bark, so you have to be careful. If it's already on the ground, it's good. If it's still on the tree, though, don't touch it. So, sorry, Chinese or Japanese? I think he's Laotian. Ain't that right, Mr. Supernucid Phone? Yeah, Mr. Hill knew. All right. Cordyceps. This sinister-looking mushroom is described in old Chinese and Tibetan medical writings, and one species is popularly known to grow from the heads of caterpillars. We use a safe caterpillar-free variety. Good, thank you. I don't need it to be The Last of Us with that one. Turkey tail. Turkey tail has notable antioxidant and poly something something content, very iconic appearance with several layered colors, often found on trunks and fallen trees. That turkey tail, yeah! That's right. Get your turkey tail here. You need your turkey tail right now. You want that turkey leg? Well, you better get it before it gets cold. Better get it before it gets cold. Maitake, a mushroom traditionally used as a part of Japanese and Chinese diet, rich in antioxidants and supports a healthy immune system. Vanilla bean, a member of the orchid family. Vanilla is one of the most recognized flavors in the world. Yeah. Agricon is a wood decay fungus and is known for extremely bitter taste. It has been used in folk recipes for centuries and is widely popular though becoming rare to find. That sucks. That means that this is a high price. Yeah, it's exactly right. It's a high price tea. You could get a original 3, but that who wants 3? Messima Sang Huang. Say that 5 times fast, literally. An orange mushroom that grows on mulberry trees. It has been used for centuries in Japan, Korea, and China for a myriad of health and wellness purposes. Just call it the MSH. It's much easier. The blazai, called the mushroom of the gods. Blazai contains high levels of beta-glucans, supports a healthy immune system, and last but not least, CBD isolate. Pure isolated CBD, sourced from certified U.S. grown industrial hemp, tested for purity, contamination, and potency. Oh yeah. Listen, I am not this is a hot chocolate mix. Okay, this is a hot chocolate mix. Now, I did find one a while back, but I do want to try that. I do the 15 large, $70. Heck no. I gotta do three, what is it? Hold on. 3 servings is 24 ounces or 24 grams. Makes 3 cups. Ugh. Oh, it's 15. Oh, well, all right. Well, there you go. That's it. I've got it at the Brothers Apothecary. Okay, I gotta come back and check it out. That is incredibly crazy of what they have. Yeah, it's CBD. I know CBD's involved, but it's not like to get you high. It's just food-wise. That looks pretty cool. Thank you to the Brothers Apothecary for your website. Came across you by accident. How about that? So what started as talking about whatever has turned into me being very hungry and wanting some teas, even though I'm not a tea person, which is the irony at this point for the food. But regardless, I do thank you for at least joining me for all the good stuff. Whether you're on Rumble, YouTube, or any of the other multiple places I stream to. Of course, this is where we're getting we're going to start winding down and doing our thing of promoting stuff, and then we're going to ride off that nice sunset like. You ever seen the Indiana Jones, right? You ever seen the Indiana Jones? You look at that sunset, and you ride off into it. You just ride off in that sunset there. Hey, get away from that bear trap. Those darn kids, they don't touch those bear traps. I tell them every single time, don't touch that bear trap. It's going to kill you. My Uncle Bobby once, he was messing around with it. Lost his hand. I can't tell them the kids enough. Get away. Boy, you better get away from her. You're going to lose your arm. You go, get away. I tell you what, you touch it. Don't you test my patience, boy. I'm going over there. Oh, man, me doing this, I get to have the most fun because I can do whatever. But yeah, it's been a wonderful time. So quickly, of course, whatever platform you're watching from, that this is streaming to. Thank you so much. If you wouldn't mind leaving a like, sharing the content, leaving a comment or follow, anything that helps with the engagement factor is much appreciated, because not only does it help in being seen more, like a majority of content creators want to be and do, it also helps in having other people on, like Swampy Grit, like Tomby, like Yarn Witch, like so many people. Again, I've had on over 365 various casts. Can I get a holla? Can I get a holla and a hallelujah? All right, can I get a holla and hallelujah? Over 365 various guests, and I am looking forward to this month and what next month will bring, because August is starting to shape up, and I am really enjoying getting to reach out and have people on who haven't been on before and who have been on before, because that's what it's all about. The trail is never ending, and my oh my, the trips we can have. But of course, going back up, here is my link right there. Shout out to Tomby for making streamers, and more to come with streamers, by the way. But links right there. All my stuff is in there. You watching, you listen. Hey, if you're listening, thank you. If you're watching and listening, thank you even more. But you're both thanked anyway. If you're watching, if you're listening, hey, guess what? In the description down below, there's a link to all my stuff. I know, right? So much work. So much work. I'm right here right now. I'm looking at you. So much work. But listen, you want to know where else I'm at? Link right there. Okay? Has all my stuff in it. You could find out where you could direct. And there's a funny thing too. Having a direct link to where I'm at makes it that much easier for you. Right? Nobody wants to go searching through Google search like, where is this person at? Blah, blah, blah. I can't find it. Blah, blah, blah. Guess what? I have given you a direct link within that link right there. Just click it. You'll find the links. Direct link. Boom. You are right there. It is like magic. Okay? Technology. What a wonderful thing. You want to know where else I'm at? Bing, bang, boom. Link right there in the description. And again, shout out to Tomby. And of course, I promote a few things. Why do I promote them? Because one, I am part of I use them in different ways, and I'll get down to the gritty details later. But right now, the reason why I promote these things is because I am not a professional in any standard. I promote them because I believe in them and I use them, and there are reasons why. So the first one is, of course, Proton. I use Proton in the many facets of, yes, I am part of Proton's partner program, but I promote them. I get discounts through the partner program. That means I get to share those discounts with you, right? You make a free account. Doesn't matter. Free account. Take the advantage of the discounts. Doesn't matter. What matters is I'm putting this tool in your hands because I believe in what they do. They believe in the privacy as a human right. Got stuck there for a second. Privacy as a human right. They show up. They keep making their stuff better. They focus. These people in Proton, many of them are from CERN. All right, that shows you there's a high intelligence there. Okay. Proton VPN, I'm using it right now. That's right, yes, at this very second, I am using a VPN while I am streaming, okay? I am using a VPN while I stream, and guess what? No crash. I had to look up, like, can I use a VPN while I'm streaming? And most of the time, and pretty much all the time, it says, no, don't use a VPN while streaming. Well, guess what? I'm using Proton VPN while I stream, and maybe worth out trying for you. Again, paid version gives you more stuff, but at the end of the day, it's about your privacy. Proton has many other different facets too. Proton Mail, Proton Pass, all that sort of stuff. Proton VPN right there. You go to the link, make a free account, try it out. If not, hey, there's a paid version too, and you can get more stuff with it. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to put this tool in your hands because I believe in what they're doing, and I can trust it. And I tell you what, it's good to have some nice tools versus all the ones that are selling by paying someone else to sell them. Now, I know that's kind of ironic, but like word of mouth does better than big business. But at the end of the day, there it is. Link right there. Give them a look, and I promise, if you at least give it a try, you may be surprised. So there's that. And of course, the last thing I promote before we continue on our way out is, of course, Biltong USA. Guess what? I've had on the creator or the owner of Biltong USA. His name is Anton from South Africa. Great dude. If you listen to him, you could tell he has an accent, but great dude. Makes a great product with him and his wife. Him and his wife run the business in Sunset, Texas. That's right. If you're in Texas, you can go visit a physical store right now and buy the things you could see online in store. They even sell hot foods. They sell hot foods of their product. So why not go to the link, give it a look? Hey, if it interests you, great. If not, it'll be there. All right. Biltong, if you don't know what biltong is, just to kind of quickly get through, South African snack, air dried cured meat. I'm addicted to it. My wallet doesn't agree with that addiction, so I have to wait. But it is a family business, small family business, that makes a great American product. And I distinctly remember many of you out there, that's right, you all on the interwebs, right? Many of you were asking for more made in America products. I know you probably meant trucks, cars, or whatever, but this is an American made product. Why not see? Why not see? And of course, you can use my code DARA, DARA, a four-letter word you can say and should be saying because some of you have a potty mouth. I'm watching you. All right, watch. It'll save you 10% off on the whole of your cart. Now, it does not. And now, if you just do the items just directly from the snacks and stuff and all that have nothing to do with biltong, then you won't save any money. I had to learn this the hard way. But if it's biltong, you can save money there because they can control those prices. They can't control the prices of the candies and teas and all this stuff. So it is what it is. But American made product, American family, right there. Great people, great product, and it's making me hungry. Okay, that's it's good. Thank you there, Swamp Grit. So tomorrow at I get my calendar. Tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern is the awesome Professor R2. Great dude. Is a friend of Price of Reason, who I've had on before, who's also a great dude, very into the pop culture and all this stuff. But he'll be on tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. So look forward to that and that discussion and that chat, whatever comes up in the conversation like we did today. Even though it was just myself and Swampy Grit. Can't forget the good old boy with the hat. Hey, Victoria! Nice to see you, Victoria. Hope you're doing well. I look forward to having you on again, young lady. And be safe, be well. But thank you for that. Of course, I gotta write down. Hold on, I gotta write down. Before I continue on, I gotta write down the people who rated tonight so I can thank them later. Gotta thank them folks later. Otherwise, people think I'm not grateful. Well, honey, I'm gonna tell you, I'm grateful. Slay and Victoria. Funny enough, Victoria is an old English name of Queen Victoria. I am not amused, but I'm certainly being paid to be. You can go back to the doghouse. Anyway, thank you, Miss Victoria. Stream, I'm done. 7 hours. 2 a.m. for me. Girl, get to bed. Get to bed. 2 a.m. Crazy. But thank you for being here. Nonetheless, of course, again, like I said, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Eastern with Professor R2. You'll see why tomorrow. But of course, I usually would have a guest, but for doing the questions from Hat, but I'm not going to do that because I got to set up for tomorrow's stream and because I got to go to bed. So there's that too. I got work in the morning, okay? I got work in the morning, all right? But that'll be tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. So thank you all in the chat and the raiders for rating to me and chatting with me and just having a grand old time talking about whatever came our way, from learning about community notes to talking about that sweet honey, because everybody loves a good amount of honey. I know I do. But I'm not. I'm semi-sweet. All right. Just think of me as like the dark chocolate. That's 80%. All right. There you go. I am semi-sweet, but you know it's good. You know it's good. But anyway, I of course end the show like I usually do with my favorite, a moment to a lifetime. That's right. If you haven't been here before, I used to end with One Day With You by Pogo, but I don't get in trouble with YouTube. I just get a content ID strike. But like, you know what? I have a song I like, and I'd like to play it at the end. It's a very nice song to play at the end. It's very synthwave pop sort of thing. So this one again is called A Moment to a Lifetime. Again, see you all tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern, and thank you all for being here. Much appreciated. And again, thank you for joining in what DaraChat is. And DaraChat is you. Have a good night, everyone. Bye.
Give me a moment, and I will make a lifetime. Give me a lifetime, and I will make something beyond recognition. Beyond recognition is a desire, a flame born of dreams forward. Yet dreams do not push beyond their scope. A recognition held back by reality. But reality's a dreaming way to come true, and be reality. So what do you wish? What is your desired reality? In truth, maybe not much. In truth, maybe it is. Only you can weave the dreams of wanting reality to form, and then, only then, will you create it. Give me a moment, just a single spark. Watch it catch and carry through the dark. Beyond what you can see, beyond what you can name. Every dream you're holding is a quiet flame. The world will tell you wait, the world will tell you no. But the river moves for those who let it flow. 'Cause reality is a dreaming way to come true, and be reality.